Good morning. Hope everybody had a wonderful, wonderful weekend. I did. I need to get some curls here. A little trim. Um, happy Monday. Please make sure you're still practicing the Pledge of Allegiance. And that, have an awesome week this week. We had lots of fun things planned. We got spelling words up. I'll go over those here in a second. The show and tell changes this week. Oh man, we're almost done with that. Weird thing is I'm gonna choose probably our last week and split it because we're not gonna make it through with the 1 week we took off to try to get all the way through the alphabet. So we're need to probably split 1 week so we can make it through all the letters. This week is the letter V, right? And the letter V makes the sound. Nice job. So today's clues are, it looks like a mountain. It's where the rock cycle begins, and it starts with the letter V. So draw your picture, write your sentence. Then again, oh boy, I sure hope you guys are doing awesome on this. We should have your capital, spaces, punctuation, all that fun stuff, creating your own sentences. And yeah, go ahead and do that. Your sight words for this week, your spelling test words, are the words said, what, they, play, hear, and come. It's kind of a tricky one, but I wanted to go back. I told you last week we'd do a harder one this week and then see if we can nail those trickier ones. So, said, what, they, play, hear, and come are your spelling words. Okay. For your math lesson today, for my friends that just got the books, you are going to be going on to page 205, and you are just adding 10 plus a number to get the team numbers. You're going to start with 1 and write up to 20. Then you are going to draw a picture to show 10 plus 2. Okay, and when you do this, please try to remember to do it in a 10 frame, right? Like we did last week. You remember seeing that 10 frame that I drew with the circles? I think it was for the other group, but you guys can remember what the 10 frames look like. So please try to remember to use 10 frames. Then you're going to turn your paper over. You're going to work on subtracting today. So subtraction, and then you're going to actually draw another one. So you guys got kind of a busy day for your math one. Okay. For my friends that already had theirs going in this book, you guys are going to be all the way up to page 279. Okay. You guys kind of have a little bit of an easier day today. You guys are counting the stars and writing how many stars there are. But I want to see as you count if you remember to do something as you're counting. So you're not going to look at counting something twice. That's all I'm going to tell you. So as you're counting that, you're going to do that. So again, you're on 279. And then you're going to turn the page over and you're going to do puzzle penguin side. And then at the end it says, teacher draw a group of 16 objects, but I'm going to have you draw 16 objects. And the objects I want you to draw, you can choose one of the shapes. Oh, excuse me, I would just do one of the flat shapes and draw them up here by puzzle penguin. Okay? And that's be your math for today. It is Spirit Week. I have my Hayden Peak shirt on, Hayden Peacocks. So make sure you guys are wearing your shirts today, your colors. Tell mom and dad, take some pictures, send it to our website there at school. at Hayden Peacocks. Tomorrow is where your favorite hat day. Your favorite hat day for tomorrow. Again, make sure you're trying to get as much reading in as you can. I loved it. I've been reading all sorts of great little books. So, trying to get that going, which has been awesome. And that's what I'm going to move on to now with you guys, is to read. We wrapped up talking about the weather, but we're going to really wrap it all back up. The last type of weather we talked about was sunshine, right? The sun and being sunny. And I'm going to read this kind of quick book. It's kind of a cute little book I like. It's called What is the Sun? And then I'm going to read you a book called Sunshine Makes the Seasons. So, what is the sun? Here's our title page. What is the sun? What is the sun? The sun is a star. Is the sun near? No, it is far. And in the story, this little boy is talking to his grandma. And it's a pretty, I like how they wrote this book. What does it do? It sends light down to you. Like my lamp, only higher, or like a big fire. Can I see it at night? No, you see the moonlight. The moon is a star? Not a star, just a place. Why does it smile? It looks like a face. Sometimes thin, sometimes fat. Yes, the moon is like that. Does it shine in the day? No, it just fades away. What else does it do? It pulls the tides too. What are the tides? The whole moving sea. With the fish and the whales? Yes, definitely. Where do tides go? Up and down, ebb and flow. On the beach where I play? Up and down, night and day. Tides go out and go in, like your breath and the wind. What is the wind? Wind is blowing air. Where does it blow? Through the world, everywhere. The wind comes and goes. It goes right through your nose. But what can be cold? But that can be cold when deep winter takes hold. Is wind ever warm? In a summer rainstorm. What is the rain? The rain makes things grow, like the flowers in the trees and the rivers that flow. Where does it rain? On the sea, hill and plain. And it rains on my head, not when you're in bed. And after the rain, then the earth's green again. What is the earth? It's our home, a big ball, with the sun and the moon, and the raindrops to fall, and the wind and the tides, and the people besides, even children like me. Everybody, you see. So you'll be here too? Yes, forever with you. Then I think it's all right. I love you. Good night. I like that book. So it talks about a little bit about the sun, right? We got talking about the sun, and sunshine makes the seasons. We talked about the weather and the changing and predicting the weather. The reason why, let's find out. Sunshine makes the seasons. Sunshine warms the earth. If the sun stopped shining, the earth would get colder and colder. We would freeze. The whole earth would freeze. The sun shines all through the year, but we are warmer in the summer than in the winter. The amount of sunshine makes the difference. The earth spins around or rotates once in 24 hours. That's why we have a day and a night. When we are on one side of the earth, there is daylight. As the earth rotates, we turn away from the sun. There is sunset and then night. At the same time the earth spins, it goes around the sun. The earth takes a year to make a one trip around the sun. So I'm going to pause right there for a second. Now, if we were in class, I would have somebody stand right in the middle and be our sun. Now, if we're not in class, I'm going to draw and see if I can show you. So the sun is in the middle. Let's make that our sun, right? Okay. It does not move. It feels like the sun's moving, right? We sit here, we see it go, come up in the morning, go across our sky, and it goes down. It feels like the sun is the one moving, but in real, we are the ones moving the earth. And so, here's the earth. Well, it's kind of a big earth. It's much smaller than that compared to the sun. So, if we're right here, and we are going around the sun. Okay. Now, as we are going around the sun, we are actually turning also. So not only are we going around the sun, but as we're going around the sun, we are turning, which is kind of fun. So, if you have a brother or sister or mom, dad, aunt, uncle, grandma, and grandpa right now, what you could do is put a chair in the middle. One of you could be the earth and start going around and turning as you walk around the chair. That could give you that sense of being able to go in a circle around something and turn at the same time. And what that does is if we're facing the sun, we're facing that light, it's going to be daytime, right? And as we turn, we get away from the light, it turns nighttime. And then, but for us to go from this point all the way around back to this point is 1 year. So let's say it's today, like if you were born today, right, it's your birthday today. By the time you go from this point all the way around, that would be your birthday again, 1 year. But it only takes 24 hours, so 1 day, for the Earth just to turn around one time. And that's why you get a day and a night. Have a fun little experiment to do. So during the year, the length of our day changes. In the winter, the days are short. It may be dark by the time you get home from school. It is cold because we don't get many hours of the sunshine. As we move into spring, days become a bit longer. By summer, they're even longer. The days may be so long that it is still light when you go to bed, which we're dealing with right now. It is warm because we get many hours of sunshine. After the long days of summer, the days begin to get shorter and cooler. It is fall and time to go back to school. All through the year, the Earth has been rotating once in 24 hours. So day and night, giving us day and night. And all through the year, the lengths of darkness and daylight has been changing. The seasons have been changing too. You can see the reason for these changes by using an orange for the Earth, a pencil, and a flashlight. Use a pencil through an orange. Push a pencil through an orange from top to bottom. The top is the North Pole. You can mark it with an N. The bottom is the South Pole. Using a marking pen, draw a line around halfway between the poles. That is the equator. Remember that invisible line we've talked about? Stick a pin in the orange about halfway between the equator and North Pole, and imagine that's where we live. So you can see they put a pin right there. Turn the pencil and the orange. The pencil is the axis of the orange. The Earth also has an axis. There is nothing like a pencil through the Earth, but the Earth spins as though there was something like a pencil running from the north. Remember, we told you it was on a tilt, and that tilt meant it was on an angle, and that's the angle. That's how you're doing it by using the pencil. You're able to get that axis or that tilt. Now, if you'll hold the axis of the orange straight up and down in a darkened room, have someone shine a flashlight on the orange. The light is supposed to be the sun. The part of the orange towards the flashlight is the daylight. The other half is the darkness. Daylight falls on the North Pole and also on the South Pole, even when you spin the orange. So if you can see that, see this side of the orange is dark. So that would be nighttime, right? This side would be daytime. Now, if you walk around the flashlight, keeping the light shining on the orange, that would be the same as the Earth going around the sun. It would be a year. Keep the axis straight up and down. Wherever you are as you circle the flashlight, the orange is lighted from the pole to pole, all the way through the year and over the Earth. Days and nights would be the same length. There would be no change in the seasons. So what they're doing, they're not changing, they're not twisting the orange, they're just holding it, saying there would be no change. Because if it wasn't moving and you stayed the same distance, right, there would be no change. That heat would just be the same amount of light would be hitting the Earth, there'd be no change. But we know that's not how it happens. The days get shorter and longer as the Earth goes around the sun. The winter changes to summer. It's because the axis of the Earth is not straight up and down. It is tilted. Let's experiment with the orange. This time, tilt the axis away and like it is in the picture. That's the way the Earth axis is tilted. Hold the orange so the North Pole is tilted away from the flashlight. See how I did that? Turn the orange all the way around and you will see that the pin is in the light only for a short time. The northern half of the Earth has short days and long nights. The sunlight does not fall on the North Pole. The North Pole has its long winter nights. It is winter and it is cold. Now, if you keep the axis of the orange tilted in the same direction and go partway around the flashlight, now the light falls on both poles. It is springtime in the north. Days are getting longer. Without changing the tilt of the axis, move until you're about halfway around the flashlight from where you started. Soon, the north and the south poles will be tilted towards the light and it'll be summer. As you turn the orange, the pin is in the light longer than it's in the dark. The northern half of the Earth has long days and short nights. The North Pole has long summer days, and it is summer and warm. If you keep moving around the flashlight, remember always keep the orange tilted in the same direction. You'll see that once again light falls on both north and south pole of the orange. It is fall in the north and it is getting shorter and cooler too. Keep moving around and you'll become back to winter. Winter, spring, summer, fall. They happen because sunshine makes the season and because the axis of the Earth is tilted. The southern half of the Earth has seasons too. They are opposite of our seasons. When it is summer and we are going to the beach, people on the southern half of the Earth have winter. They are skating and skiing. The North and South Poles also have seasons. Their winters are cold and dark. The sun does not rise every day. It is dark all winter long. During summer at the poles, the sun does not set every day. For several weeks there is no light. Or there is no night. Seasons at the poles are opposite. When the North Pole has winter, the South Pole has summer. 6 months later, when it is winter at the South Pole, it is summer at the North Pole. Along the equator, it is warm all the time. The temperature stays about the same all through the year. You can see why if you experiment with the orange. Move the pin to the equator. Watch the pin to see what happens if you go through the year. You'll see that day and night are just about the same length in summer and winter and spring and fall. That's good if you like warm weather all the time. But it's also so nice to see snow once in a while, to see the flowers and the birds of springtime, to go swimming in the summer and have pumpkins in the fall. Year after year, the days change, and so do the seasons. We have winter, spring, summer, and fall, because the sun warms the earth, and because the axis of the earth is tilted. Yeah. If you're able to do that type of experiment, it's really kind of fun. A flashlight, an orange, or some type of ball. You can even do it on a string. So try to be creative and see if you can come up with that. I would like you to get your workbooks. And we're actually not going to turn to the cloud page, so don't jump ahead. We're going to start right in the cover, and you're going to start flipping pages. You should have your favorite thing, 5 senses, dirt, rock cycle, alive, not alive, passive motion, your leaves, getting ready for winter, my family, my home, my room, or me on the map. This is my street. This is my neighborhood. This is my town. This is my state. This is my country. This is my world. Then you have your story you made. Then we start our star writing. Remember that? 1 star, 2 star, 3 star, 4 star. And then we did I want to be a when you and then you should have done cloudy with a chance. No, that was the other one. So then you should have a blank page. Okay. Now, you might find it a little bit difficult to write because of the clouds. And if you do, I understand. You want to be able to flip your book. So just this one page is what you're going to be writing on, okay? And all we're going to write at the very top is the sun. Because we're going to. That's pretty easy. So now, right in the middle, I'm going to draw a circle. So that's my sun. Okay. Then from that part, I'm going to draw a line coming off of it, going off of it. I'm going to draw a line going up. I'm going to draw a line coming down. Because our video is getting long. Does that make sense? Now, for you, I'm going to want you to take your time after that, and I want you to draw each season that the sun makes. So, we're going to do winter. So what happens in winter? What could you draw that represents winter? Spring. Summer and fall. And you want it to go like a clockwork. So if you notice that, I got winter, spring, summer, fall. So just like a clock. You can color that in. And we'll be done for that. Okie dokie. Let's do our phonemic awareness. Okay. Blends. Excuse me. Fingers always getting away that one. Tricky one. The ones we know. Okay. Okay, today are our crazy nonsense words. So I'm going to say a word, and then you have to try to tell me what the true word is I'm trying to say. Remember doing this? It's been a little bit since we've done these. So these are things on your head. How about trair? Hair. I don't really don't have much of that. How about your snows? How about your drought? How about your skiers? And then how about your plies? All right. Okay, I'm going to say 3 words. This is a new one we haven't done. Let's say 3 words. I want you to tell me the 2 words that begin the same. So they're going to have the same blend at the beginning. So I'm going to say 3. Tell me the 2 that begin the same. So skip, ski, trap. Skip and ski. That makes sense? Okay, try another one. Ready? Pledge, plane, flight. Pledge and plane. Good. Bring, braid, crumb. Bring and braid. Dream, drink, greet. Dream, drink. Snug, snow, floor. Snug and snow. Good. Flower, flute, glove. Flower and flute. Good. So we're looking for that first sounds, that first blends that will be the same. Okay, what word am I saying? S, n, e, k. Gl, ul, ad, p, up. St, or, e. P, ul, m. 5 on that one. Plump. That's a good one. Okay. We're going to do the same thing we did last week with where do you find the blend out? We're looking for sh today. So is it the beginning, is it the middle, or is it the end? Where do you find the sh sound? Where do you hear sh in the word shape? Beginning. Good. Where do you hear push? And where do you hear it in fashion? Middle. shoes. Beginning. Flash and sunshine. Good job. Okay, you get your hands ready. Tell me all of the sounds in staple. Oh, they brought in the fifth one on that one. Did you guys see that one? Let's try that one again. Ready? Staple. Getting a little bit tricky, huh? Do space. Do friend. Five again. Do sweet. Do truth. Blade. Do spine. Okay, the ending is team. Add a s. Kate, add a s. Take, add a s. Leap, add a s. And no, add a s. Good. Okay, the word is slime. Take away the s. Space, take away the s. Slate, take away the s. Spoke, take away the s. And store, take away the s. Really work on that s line today, this week. Hearing those s blends. Like this one. Okay, ready? Oh, getting harder. Get ready? Okay. We're going to change out the last sound. We've been changing that first sound all year. You ready? This is hard. Okay, the word is seat. I want you to change that t to n. Seen. Seat to seen. 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 Change the n to a k. Seek. Seek. Okay, the word is seek. Change the k to a d. Seed. 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 Change the d to a ol. Seal. 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 Let's change the ol back to the t. Seat. Tricky, right? Really hard. Alright. Here we go. Letter names today. Going fast. We gotta be able to get these down fast. There you go. You done? Oh, fingers. Nice job. I was going fast. Trying to go fast. Alright. Our nursery rhyme for this week is: there was an old woman who lived in a shoe. There was an old woman who lived in a shoe. She had so many children, she didn't know what to do. She gave them some broth without any bread. Then she kissed them all quickly and sent them to bed. There was an old woman who lived in a shoe. She had so many children, she didn't know what to do. She gave them some broth without any bread. Then she kissed them all quickly and sent them to bed. A little bit longer of a class today. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Try to get some sun, get some of that stuff going. It's kind of fun. Play around a little bit. We're going to have a good week. Enjoy the weather. See you guys later. Remember, tomorrow's your favorite hat day. Today is your Hayden Peak day. Go Hawks. See ya.